Welcome to Flames to Fire Online Devotionals.
So, fellowship of the Holy Spirit is a characteristic of every believer, is expected rather to be, something that every believer has. That is fellowship with the Holy Spirit. And we could infer this since the day of Pentecost when the Holy Spirit came upon the apostles, and even more so for every one of us that come to Christ after that. Upon giving our lives to Christ, when we become born again, we expect that we begin to have the fellowship with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is expected to be an experience, for every believer, that every believer can relate with from the very point that they give their lives to Jesus. Why did He give us the Holy Spirit? He gave us as an assurance of God's presence. The Holy Spirit within us points us to Christ. It interprets the scriptures. The Bible makes us to understand book of Romans chapter 8. Yeah, that should be verse 26 there about that. For we don't know how to pray. We don't even know what to pray for, but what it is the Spirit that prayed for us with groanings that cannot be uttered. He is our comforter in time of grief, in time of pain. The Holy Spirit is there to help us when there's nothing any man can say to relieve you of the pain you're going through. It is only the Holy Spirit that will be your succor, that will be your help, guide, and stay. He's the only one that can truly comfort you in time of grief. I want you to know that communion and fellowship with the Spirit, that is where you're able to harness this gift. You're able to groom this gift. You're able to grow. And that's not even the reason why we are fellowshipping. We are fellowshipping to enjoy relationship, to enjoy koinonia, to know God more, to enjoy Jesus, to feel Jesus, to feel Jesus in our flesh. You understand? That was the reason why He gave us that Holy Spirit. And please, let us not underutilize the Holy Spirit in our lives. Let us not undermanage Him. The grace is there, is fully at our disposal, and He also wants to commune with us. He longs to fellowship with us. He longs to be with us. He longs to help us, because that is His work and that is His ministry.
When we talk about the power of unity, what are we really talking about? Let's take an example through a stick of a broom. You take a stick of a broom and you make an attempt to break it. That's very, very easy for you to break. Just break it once and it's gone. But take a bunch of the broom and make an attempt to break it. It's going to be difficult. This is the power of unity. When we talk about the power of unity, what's it really talking about in the Bible? It's talking about a unified mission, one heart, one spirit. As Christians, the power of unity lies in the ability to bridge any divides, any breakage, any barriers that have been broken down. Then it fosters understanding amongst brethren. When you have unity, you will have power. There's no way you will have unity that you will not have power. You see, the cross brings us together, and the Holy Spirit operates in every one of us. So there is no point for us to be living in division. To be in unity, we need love. Always apologize, always reconcile, and always forgive. These are very, very important.
Thank you for joining today's online devotion. If this is your first time joining us, we welcome you in the name of the Lord and believe you were blessed by today's devotion. We invite you to join us every morning at 6 a.m. West Africa time to begin your day with God here on our channel. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification button so you can be alerted every morning when the devotional premieres. We promise to make it a memorable time with God.